once again. Let's see. Connection. What? All right, here we go.
Is it?
I think so. I think we're back
Yeah.
up. I think we're powered up.
All right.
Yeah, we're powered up, J. Ellis. We're powered back up, baby. So where were we, J. Ellis? Oh, yeah. Let's hit the music.
Yeah.
Let's go. Start it back up, baby. Start it back up.
Let's do it.
Start it back up. All right, we're back. I know, I turned the echo off. Technical difficulties are over. Let's go. Back to what we were talking about, J. Ellis.
Yeah.
108. 95. Knicks win, baby. Knicks win. Clap it up.
That's right.
Clap it up. Clap it up, man. We got that W back, man. Hey, what can we say about tonight, man? On a night we get the win, we catch an L for the stream.
I know.
First and foremost. But hey, these things happen. You know, our fans know what time it is. You know, we do what we can, but you know, sometimes you're battling against technology here.
Exactly.
Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Number one show for the fans, by the fans, is finally back up and running. We were so excited about tonight's win that all hell broke loose from a technology standpoint. But once again, J. Ellis finally get a W after a very tough start. Down by 17 in the first quarter. Battle back. Down by as much as 10.
Yep.
With about 6 minutes to go. 8-0 run. Bulls bring it back to an 8-point lead with 3 minutes to left. The Knicks find a way to come back and win, man. Give me your takeaways from tonight's win, man.
It's Bobby's world. First and foremost, Bobby Portis came to play.
Hey, Bobby came to play, man. Bobby came to play. Give credit where credit is due.
He saw red. He saw his old team. He's like, oh, I'm coming to bring you today. I feel like he was in the gym early putting up those shots.
Agreed.
Got 28 points, 1 rebounds on their head. And plus, this guy had the nerve to play defense and had 2 blocks.
Hey, he, you know what? I killed him past couple of games. I said if he doesn't have it going, spread those minutes around because, again, I don't like the fact that, you know, we have all these bigs playing because sometimes I just feel like we're playing out of size. You know what I mean? We're at a disadvantage from a matchup standpoint. Tonight he delivered. Tonight he delivered, no question about it. And he deserves all his due. He went up against his former team, and he delivered for us, man. He definitely did. You know what I liked about it was he knew that Cornette couldn't guard him, right? We know that personally that Cornette doesn't play defense. He's a nice stretch four, but he can't defend to save his life.
We can't defend the perimeter. I'll say that.
Right. So Bobby went out there, did what he had to do, destroyed him. And he got it together, man. He got it together in the end. You know, solid performance by Bobby P, bro.
Yeah, very solid board. I love the 3-point shooting was on. Even the post ups was working. I didn't scream on him that much on defense. He was working out, man. He had the Kurt Thomas crazy.
Oh yeah, he was bugging. He was ready to go.
He was screaming, and at the end of the day, he catered to the fans, man. He said, I'm proud to be a New York Knick after hitting those dagger threes, and he catered to the fans. So you got to love that. Oh, know what else you got to love? The 4 from 4 from 3-point ran because we was sucking from the 3-point line. But my man had 4 for 4, shot 100%. Can't get any better than that. Shout out to Bobby Portis.
Shout out to Bobby P. He gets the MVP of the night.
Yeah.
He was so hyped. I thought he was going to smack up John McEnroe, man. I thought he was going to body slam him right there. He was so hyped, man. but shout out to Bobby P. Other game ball, how about young R.J. Barrett?
Oh, yeah.
Once again, just doing a little bit of everything out there, JLs. R.J. doing a little bit of everything. 15 points tonight. Correction, 19 points tonight. 15 rebounds. 50% damn near for the field once again. R.J. Barrett. Listen, he put us on his back in the fourth quarter. One of the things that wasn't solid tonight was his starting lineup.
No,
I had an issue with. I have an issue with the lineup again.
you read my mind.
Yeah,
You read my mind.
I don't like the fact we don't have any shooters in this lineup. And it was evident these guys just weren't confident in their shot. I thought Mook's body language was off. His vibe was off the whole game.
Horrible.
Julius was pressing the whole game. I think Julius is cracking under the pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think RJ really was the calming force in that lineup consistently on both ends.
Man.
Yeah, he really delivered. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I feel like Mook, he does it. I mean, he's a good 3-point shooter, but I feel like he's taking his role too seriously here. Like he's trying to be the man here, and it's taking over. And he should be a little bit lower usage play. He's trying to take over too much, and it's affecting the team. And then not only that, when they're double teaming, I felt the spacing was all weird. They wasn't making the correct.
Yeah, and they don't move. They don't move with that lineup. Bro.
Exactly, and that was my final point.
Yeah,
they don't move, and that's why the second unit actually cut into the lead.
Yes,
because they were able to move without the ball more effectively than the first unit.
Yes. They don't move, and that's why I don't like the pairing so far this early stage. I don't like the pairing of Randall and Morris with Mitch out there. I just think it's way too slow on the perimeter, and I think it's way too slow offensively, and I think it bogs down too much. It bogs down too much. So, like I said, RJ was that guy. Once again, the jumper wasn't there, but he knew these guys couldn't guard him. You know, he had Archie Diacono guarding him. He was bullying him the whole time. Everything was there. Easy
Bully
money.
ball is back. Bully ball is back, man.
RJ Bully, man. Everything was there for him, so he was really a leader in getting us back. You know, the fourth quarter was crazy, man. The fourth quarter was crazy. Once again, being down by as much as 10. We cut it, tie the game up by Bobby's heroics. Bulls going an 8-0 run right after that. 1 3-pointer by Marketing, who Clyde calls Marketing. So Marketing, as Clyde would say.
He's an analyst, okay?
You know what I mean? So
marketing analyst.
3-ball by Marketing. Another 3-ball by Zach LaVine as part of an 8-0 run by the Bulls. We're down 98-90 with 3 minutes left. At that time, I'm eating dinner. I'm like, oh man, it's over. At that time, I'm dragging myself to the studio like, man, it's going to be a long show tonight, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long show tonight. And, you know, the ironic part of it, of coming back from that point when we were down 98-90, we go on a 15-2 run.
Get him.
15-2 run. Part of that was Bobby Portis's back-to-back corner threes.
Yep.
And guess who assisted it, JLs? The irony of the whole thing was it was Julius Randle. Finally passed it. He finally passes the ball.
I couldn't believe it.
I was like, thank you, Julius. Oh, my goodness, man. So, you know, it was ironic that Julius finally made that read because he's been struggling, man. He's been struggling.
Yo, they obviously been watching tape and film and learning from mistakes because they cleaned up a lot of things they did wrong in the first few games in the last 20 minutes. Like, Julius passed out double teams, which is amazing.
Yeah.
One. Down the stretch, Julius wasn't handling the ball.
Thank you. He doesn't need to handle the ball.
RJ was handling the ball.
RJ was handling the ball. Yes.
I was like, oh, is this what I'm seeing?
Let it flow through RJ, bro.
Am I seeing growth from the coach?
That's it.
And then you see Wayne Ellington dive into the hoop on an out of bounds play for an easy layup. Is the coach drawing up
the
plays?
Sidelines out of bounds was executed. It was executed, man.
Team? Is this it?
Yeah, absolutely. As we said, man, this is because we don't have the point guard that we need right now, and you know, let's be honest, it's probably not going to come this year. RJ needs to, and we don't want to put too much pressure on him, and you see that. They're giving him the rock as the lead guard later in games.
Dude.
In certain spurts, not the whole game.
RJ's gonna be the leader by next week, dog.
He's gonna be the leader by next week.
I'll say the end of the season is too soon.
Yeah.
Next week, he's already the leading scorer of the team.
Yeah.
Already.
We have to let this thing flow through RJ, man. No doubt about it. Have to let this thing flow through RJ.
And what about Frank? Are you talking about?
Now that's what I wanted to transition to. Because, as we said Saturday night, we needed defense. And he chained him to the bench.
Yep.
Okay? Tonight, I guess through no other option because we didn't have DSJ, as Fizz says, we're gonna get Frank's feet wet. That's what he said. More like he needs to be playing the most minutes. Yes. I don't need Peyton. Like, listen, I like Peyton, man. He's a good kid. Met him at the meet and greet. Good kid. He's a backup. Like, if we're gonna be struggling and losing games, let me lose it with Frank playing defense. You know what I mean?
Like today was the day where I felt like Frank ran the offense pretty well. I didn't see him making too many stupid passes. I think he made 2.
Yeah, he had one where he tried to force it to Taj, and it wasn't there. Right. He had that one he tried to force it to Taj. It wasn't home.
Right, but he's also set up his teammates for some easy buckets. Some were missed. He also drove pretty nicely. He made the quick, correct pass to make the defense react to the trapping double teams. He made a lot of correct plays that weren't super fancy, but it just got the defense moving and led to the correct play. So I feel like he did a good job.
Yeah. Put the pressure on Kobe White. He forced him into an 8-second violation.
Yep. Exactly.
Little things, man. Little things. We know the offense is garbage. We know that. And he airballed 2 layups. Listen, I'm not expecting points out of him right now, JL. That's how bad it is. I'm not expecting points.
Yeah.
Okay? But like I said, the defense is necessary. And yes, on the offensive side of things, I still think he could get these guys in the right position.
Mm-hmm.
And he found Julius on that nice dive to the bucket where he kind of hit that hezzy with the right hand. You know what I mean? Faked like he was about to go for it. This found Julius. I like that.
Yeah, and I feel like Frank will get a little bit more comfortable because I think Elfrid Payton, I think he pulled his hamstring.
That's what they said. He said he pulled his hamstring.
So we said before that, all 3 of these point guards are injury prone.
Yeah.
Like all 3 of them.
Yeah.
So it might take an injury to get some minutes, but it seems like the pathway is opening up for Frank again.
Yeah, so it's true indeed.
It's like, we hate to see it happen this way.
True.
But
bro,
he has now. He's gonna have the opportunity.
Think that they were able to contain, not stop the bleeding, but contain the bleeding when they put Frank and Ellington in the game. It just changed. The intensity stepped up. Mm-hmm. Everybody got after it. Frank and Taj were doing their thing. You know what I mean? It just changes things.
It just does. I even saw Knox who's like, you know what? I'm going to help on defense too.
Kev was active. Kev was active. Absolutely. Kev was definitely active. So, the point is that, like I said, if we're going to be struggling all year to get the ball moving, then might as well put my defender out there. At least we could get stops. And, hey, maybe, let me go back to my highlights here. Maybe your defense turns into your best offense for the time being. Just maybe.
Just maybe. And I think the coach said, man, they changed the game, man. The second unit got 5 stops in a row once Frank entered the game, man. Like, you can't
can't deny it.
That's something that no one else is really going to give us.
Facts. I mean, it's pretty much undeniable at this point, bro.
Yeah, man. Just let him grow. Let him grow offensively.
Just let him grow, man.
Get his minutes.
Just let him grow and get his minutes, man. Honestly, man. Honestly. What else? Kev, I thought Kev gave us some solid minutes.
Yeah.
I thought Kev gave us some solid minutes. Kev finished with, let me pull my points over on the stats. Kev finished with 14 points, 4 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And because Mars didn't have it tonight, I was almost nervous when he put him back into the game, when Fizz put him back into the game, because
I was tight.
I didn't want him ruining the flow.
I completely agree. Like when Kev was going, granted he missed 1 shot, but it was 1 shot. Let him keep going. Like Marcus, and here's the thing: Marcus missed 27 shots before that. Like Kevin's shooting what 70? Let's see. Kev finished the night 55% from the field, 75.
Kev, he's getting more efficient, bro. That was one of his biggest deficiencies last year was how inefficient he was, and now he's getting in even off the bench, even off the bench. But you know what? I would be pissed if he lost this game with Marcus in there.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna look the other way, CP.
Yeah, you can't knock it, man. So we finally get a win. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your boy. We got 1,100 strong.
Oh yeah, we in here today.
1,200 strong. Salute to Knicks Fan TV. Salute to all the Knicks fans out there, basketball fans, whatever you guys are. Thanks for supporting us. Hit that thumbs up button for you boys.
Yeah, please.
You know what I mean? We fell behind on the live stream, JLs, but we came back like the Knicks. And we're winning right now. We're winning right now.
In the fourth quarter,
you know
man.
What I mean?
That push.
Making that push in the fourth quarter. All right, let me slow my chat down so people could actually read what's being said. And then we're gonna go to the phones. We got a ton of people who want to call in. So let's start it off. Ron from Baltimore, kick us off. Ron, how you feeling tonight, bro?
CP, I'm feeling really good, man. First of all, thank you for what you do, man. I heard you took all those Knicks fans out to the game. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, we had a great time.
Together.
Had a great time. Salute to everybody that joined us in the suite, man. Me and my man Jay Ellis was out there. We had 84 strong, 2 suites. We had people from Australia, the Philippines. My guy Zay from Maryland drove up from Maryland. Word. It was a great time, man. So hopefully, Ron, hopefully you catch the next one, man.
Word. Also, shout out to Knicks Omni fan too.
Omni fan as well. Shout out to Knicks Omni fan as well, man.
I gotta meet you, bro. I gotta meet you. Bring the people together. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, man. That's what life is all about, man. Simple things.
RJ, 15 rebounds, man. 15 rebounds.
15 boards.
He is the best draft pick. He's the best draft pick we've had since Patrick Ewing, in my opinion. And I know it's only 4 games.
Easily.
That's a fact.
CP, I agree with what you said. Frank's got to play. I don't care that he could go 0 for 15. I don't care. The guy just does so many things to help us win. I don't care if he doesn't make a shot. I'd like for him to make a shot, but it doesn't matter.
I mean, listen.
He plays defense.
None of these guys are gonna be a threat offensively this year. I don't see it until DSJ gets it together. It's between Frank and DSJ. Honestly, I like Peyton. To me, he's Jay Ellis. He's security blanket. I need a kid that's gonna play defense and be a disruptor out there. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I don't know. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Rob.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, you go ahead, JLs.
JLs, go ahead, bro.
I'm saying I'm not throwing Peyton away just yet. I have to see DSJ when he comes back if he gets better.
No, I'm not throwing him away. I'm not throwing him away. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think he could do some solid things. But how much better is he than Frank at this point?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's that much better. I feel like Frank defensively. I feel like Frank can learn from Elfrid Payton and easily surpass him by the end of the year. Like I truly believe that because of his length and his. But like they kind of do similar things, but it's just Frank is longer and a better defender.
Right.
Right. I think Frank just gets us organized a little better on offense. But as far as Julius, guys, 8 turnovers, like you guys talked about, he just has no court awareness whatsoever. It's frustrating. Even same thing with Morris. Anytime we pass the ball to Morris, it's not coming out.
No.
I think Kevin Knox, in my opinion, I like Kevin Knox better than Morris. Morris just doesn't pass the ball. He's a ball hog.
It's starting to become a trend.
It went to an 8-point game.
It's starting to become a trend, man. And thanks for the call, Ron. Thanks for the support. I think we're gonna slowly transition to that, JLs.
Oh yeah, it's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
Like those little 10-game things they say, it's gonna take 10 games to see what's happening. 10 games later, you're gonna see, ISO mode is not working no more. Knox is swinging the ball better. He's making better passes. He's shooting a high percentage. If that trend keeps up, it's going to switch eventually.
Yeah, I think so, man.
The only thing that Morris might do better than Knox is he's able to defend a little bit better on certain plays, but only if if the player's not faster than him. The player's not faster than him, then it definitely doesn't make sense to have him out there.
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And the other thing with Morris too, man, is I got to see him become more disciplined, man. The technical fouls thing is starting to become a trend. I'm not really feeling it. The preseason thing with Washington, I was like, all right, go ahead. It was preseason. I was like, it's not going to happen during the season, but now he's picked up his second one.
Yeah.
He's picked up his second one. So, he's got to be careful, man. We can't be giving up points when we're struggling to score and struggling to defend.
Especially like the way he's picking them up. He picked the second one after the buzzer was sounded, and everybody was going back to their bench. And it's
stupid.
Like,
it's stupid, bro. It's stupid,
points.
bro. He has to keep his composure, man, because it's only gonna hurt us.
For sure.
You know what I mean? And to Rob's point on Julius, I think he's starting to feel that pressure, man. I think them lights at MSG are a little too bright for him right now, and
Yeah.
I think he's feeling the pressure of trying to be the guy.
Yeah.
You know, obviously Fizz in the front office is probably in his ear, like, you know, this is your team, you got to lead, and rightfully so. He, you know, the heavy is the head that wears the crown right now. He has the crown, but he's just got to let things come. When he let the game come to him in the fourth quarter, good things happen, and when he tries to force the issue, terrible things happen.
Yo, the crazy part is, as many times as he posts up and gets double teams, he can he should be getting 7-8 assists a game.
Yeah.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
But he just has to pass. Like, there was a lot of times in that first 2 quarters where Mitch was wide open. CP,
Yeah.
Like, wide open. And there's 2 guys on random. I'm like, yo, just drop that pass off right to Mitch. That's a layup. And he just refused to do it. I'm just glad that he chose to open his eyes in the last 5 minutes of that game, man, because I was worried.
Yeah, and he made the right play. Just let the game come. You know, he's trying to dribble through 3 guys. He's trying to bully ball over 3 people, and the Bulls are just standing there with their hands up, ripping down the ball, coming down on the ball. And you know, you saw that one point in the fourth quarter where Fizz and Randall was trying to cop a plea with the refs, but like, dog, you out of control, man. It was the right call. I think one of them was an offensive foul that they called on him that almost ruined the momentum of the comeback. Mm-hmm. And then the other one was he thought he got fouled, but he really got ripped.
Yeah,
and that's a trend. He keeps getting ripped.
He keeps getting ripped and then complaining about to get back on defense.
Yeah, I think once he slows it down and let the game come back to him, he'll be okay, man.
Yeah, man, take the pressure off your mind. I know you want it, but, you know, let it happen, man. You got teammates around you that can do certain things. Let them cook. Yes. And guess what's going to happen? If you start to let them cook, those post-ups going to be a lot easier for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When all else fails, just give it to RJ. Simple solution. Simple solution, Jails.
Yeah.
When all else fails, give it to RJ, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Nice RJ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's shout out some people in the chat, man. We got 1,300 people watching on YouTube, KnicksFanTV. Salute to everybody watching. Let's salute to some people, JL. Salute to Chris Coward, Jerry Hutchins, what's going on? Moises Perez Batista, how you feeling? Alan Rubin, how's it going? Alex Collins checking in from Ireland. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new so we can shout you guys out. And also put your cities in the chat, man. And let me know where you guys are checking in from. We got Webster Ralph Jr. checking in from London. Late night till. Who you got in your chat, Jales? Who you want to shout out, man?
Man, we got all my regulars in here heavy. They call me Tack holding down the chat.
Tack's tailing in from Cali, or is he in Hawaii right now? I don't know, man. Tack's all over.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's CIA. I think he's the feds, really.
We got Will from LA, Ricardo Cusso. Also got my guy Craig Williams holding down the chat, dude.
Yes, sir.
Flacco, I see you. Ooh, Johnny Moore Cash, I see you. Papo171, I see you.
All right.
Leonidas, I see you, Leonidas. I got Chris ACM from the Bronx.
Nice.
Hashtag new Bronx? Okay.
Hashtag new. Man, you speaking of Will, you should have seen Will's face in the suite on Saturday night, man, when LJ, he brought a basketball for LJ to sign. LJ signed his basketball. Will was like a kid in a candy store, man.
Oh, man, Will is my guy. That's my guy.
Yeah, that's our guy, man. Will has become a huge friend of the program, and we're definitely thankful for his support. We got Costanias from Greece checking in. All right, so we hit London, we hit Greece, we hit Ireland, worldwide.
Oh,
Jaime Hernandez always touching Tucson. Who you got, JLs?
Oh, yeah, okay. We got Fort Lauderdale. We got Sound Supreme a lot ago. We got Emilie from Sydney, Australia. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Emil, I say. I hope you say your name right. You got Wilson from Pompano Beach, Florida. I see you, man.
Yes, sir. Salute to Carlos Martinez. Australia is always in here heavy, no doubt, man. So to everybody who's new, welcome to the channel once again. Hit that thumbs up, hit that like button for you boys. Please support us. Before we get back to the phones, one more thing I want to do. I want to definitely salute the super chats that came in. We had quite a few. Salute to Sneaker MD. He says, salute to you guys from Sweetland, Maryland. Salute to Sneaker P, MD. He wants RJ at the point, Wayne at the 2 to start off. Okay. Noli Noel agrees with him. Noli Noel also sends us a super chat. He says RJ and Ellington need to start at the 1 and 2. My guy Robin checking in from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. He says RJ's the future. Once Julius can consistently pass out the double like he did at the end of the game, we'll get better. Salute to Robin for the super chat. Michael Parker, number one fan of the show. He says that he thinks this game may have saved Fizz's job. Get the monkey off his back. Hopefully he's not short lived. I mean, listen, it would have been another tough night had they lost, no doubt about it. I mean, listen, the Bulls are a rebuilding team just like us. They're in our league. We shouldn't have been down by 17 to them. I thought the energy starting off was lackluster. The offense, like I said, was bogged down, and defensively we just didn't have the energy. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I think this one certainly bought some time in terms of just the moaning and groaning, not in terms of his job, JL. It's just the moaning and groaning. You know what I mean?
No, this was like the closest one. I know this wasn't really a must win, but it felt like a must win.
Yeah, we had to get it, man.
We have to get it. The Bulls, they're a bottom feeder like us. You know what I'm saying? We're in 0-3, and it's like, all right, we need to see some progress. I mean, we need something to feel good. You can't be putting row at the Garden. You got to set a standard.
In terms of, he said RJ and Ellington to start. I wouldn't mind it, man. I would not mind it if we had RJ, Ellington, and Frank out there. To be honest, with your starting five with Randall and Mitch. I just don't like how the fit is right now with Morris and Randall. There's just not enough ball movement and not enough man movement to right
now. Nah, I'll rock with that, yo.
Yeah,
I'll definitely rock with that, man. And let's hold Morris accountable for chucking.
yeah. I agree with you, man. Okay, back to the phones we go. Will from LI is up and Ari's on deck. Will, what's going on, man?
What up, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Had a great time yesterday. How y'all doing tonight on this marvelous Knicks win? This win felt so good, y'all. You have no idea.
Hey, it felt good, man. It felt good to finally win, man. It really did, man.
Absolutely. All right, but yeah, let me get into my point. And my point is basically related to Saturday. And we want Frank Chance, okay? Because I don't know if you guys checked your Twitter, but David Fizdale wasn't only trending for me; he was trending worldwide.
Yeah.
Well, I think in the USA, just because everybody was talking about it. The media was spinning it. They were spinning it on like, look at these Knicks fans again. Just they wanted DSJ, they didn't want Frank. Now they got DSJ, and they're doing all this stuff. And JS, I saw your video today, and I couldn't agree more. It wasn't that we were like shitting on DSJ.
Yeah.
It was the fact that you have a known Kemba stopper in Frank Ntilikina, and same thing for the game before with Kyrie Irving, and you're not playing him. It wasn't an indictment on DSJ. It was for Fizz. Because Fizz was just playing his little favorite team.
Yep.
And, see what happens when you play Frank? So I'm going to just leave it on that, man. I just don't like how the media was trying to flip it, how it's like turning on DSJ.
Appreciate it.
Praise out to him and his, whatever situation's going on. I hope it works out. But love what you guys do again. So happy for you.
Thanks, Will.
I mean, Saturday had a great time. All love. Keep going,
All right, well, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, you know what was so funny? What was so funny about what happened, and I took credit for that that we want Frank Chant. That definitely started up in the suites, JLs. Don't let anybody tell you differently. All right, the we want Frank Chant started with us, and it's like Will said, it wasn't a knock on DSJ, but what happened was, and this is how media can really manipulate how you think, because if you're not there at the time, it's very easy to watch it on TV. And as soon as the Frank chants come on, the cameraman pans to DSJ. You see how they setting the scene, J. Ellis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He immediately pans over to DSJ. They switch over to DSJ, and then Breen and them is like, oh, DSJ struggling. The we want Frank chant. We weren't. It wasn't an indictment on DSJ.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, the fans, they know the storyline behind it. Like, they watched the games before that, so they know that Frank didn't play the other game before that. And they know Frank only played 3 minutes in the first game, and they know that DSJ has been struggling too. So it's like, all right, fine, play DSJ, but if DSJ is playing and he's not playing well, sub him out for Frank. Do the same thing the same way you treat Frank, treat DSJ. That's That's it.
That's it. That's it, man. That's all it was. And so, people got on us. Knicks fans are the worst. The snowflakes. All right, Knicks fans, you guys are so terrible, booing your own players. Listen, you weren't there.
I didn't boo anybody.
You were not there, so you have to be there to put it into context. So anyway, let's move off that and get back to the phones. Real quick, for everybody in attendance, we got a lot of people in here, at least 1,400 strong. Please hit that thumbs up button. We're going to do another giveaway to celebrate tonight's win.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to give away another Knicks snapback. So my guy, KnicksFanTV Dave, he's going to be passing around a link in the chat. Make sure you fill it out, your name, your email address, your YouTube name. And at the end of this show, we're going to give away another snapback to a lucky fan. All right, let's get back to the phones. This man is the president of the ISO Zo fan club.
DNP today.
But ISO didn't play tonight.
Yeah.
He's also a Frank hater. But what does he have to say about Frank's performance?
He's going to say Frank didn't shoot anything, so he was useless.
All right,
he didn't make no shots, he's useless.
All right, Ari, what happened tonight, man? What's going on, bro?
Yo, what a game, man. That was a crazy game. I can't explain to you how happy I am. But listen, I know we're on like a high that the Knicks won and there's like, a great game. But whenever you need 28 points from Bobby Portis to beat the Bulls at home, I mean, I think we need to, simmer it down a little bit. Regarding ISO, so here's the thing. So this is the thing about it goes into Fizdale, but like in the first quarter, the Knicks couldn't score at all.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had like 6 points in the first 6 minutes of the game. And then he puts Frank in the game, right? And I'll get to Frank in a second. But I just feel like Fizdale goes into the game and he knows who the first person going to be off the bench walking into the game rather than letting the game dictate who he puts in the game. There's no reason to put Frank in the game at that moment when you need buckets, right? And listen, I think
but you still needed defense, though, Ari. Though you still needed defense. I thought you needed to make stops, man.
Right? No.
And he needed somebody to run the offense.
Yeah, but you saw how hard it was for us to score the ball in the first quarter. I mean, I know we needed defense. I'm not saying we shouldn't have played Frank.
But we cut into the lead with that second unit, just to let you know.
Right. With Frank as a
point guard. I know.
Okay. Just letting you know. All right.
Okay, I understand. No, listen. I know Frank went 0 for 6, and, I don't think Frank should start. I think his defense is getting to the point where it's the problem I had with Frank before is I didn't think his defense was good enough to justify how bad he was on offense. Recently, his defense has been so good that he does have a value on the floor, and I do like the fact that Fizdale put him on Zach LaVine instead of having, Kevin Knox guard Zach LaVine. He actually put Frank on Zach LaVine, and in the last 2-3 minutes of the game, doing offense defense with Frank, I think that was a good thing, and I definitely saw how Frank impacted the game positively on overall, even though he shot 0 for 6, but I think that we have to temper our expectations with him. I don't think he should start. I don't think he needs 25 minutes a night, but I do see, and I will concede that he does have a value to the team, in an offense-defense situation and things like that. But more importantly, what I want...
Hold on, I caught him. Hang on, Ari. Go ahead, Ari. Finish your last point, bro. Finish your last point.
No, I want to talk one last thing. So basically, again, Julius Hardaway Jr. Again, another.
Ari thinks he's the new Timmy.
I mean, he is the new Timmy. I mean, thank God I didn't play every time he turns the ball over, take a shot game today because I wouldn't be waking up for work tomorrow. But I think what we should do is obviously, I don't think Marcus Morris and Julius Hardaway Jr. work together, but I would trade one of them at the deadline, whoever you could get more for a point guard, and give Kevin Knox those minutes because I think Kevin Knox is an unsung hero. That's what I would do. But overall, good win, good fight, and that's what I think.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We're going to run through the calls because we got a ton of calls. The link should be going through right now for the snapback giveaway. The link should be going through right now. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the show. Frank should be playing. I disagree with him there, JLs. Frank should be playing. And I do agree that Knox needs to be getting, transitioning to get more of those minutes than Morris.
And Morris, too, I'm not going to... It's only a few games. I'm frustrated with Morris like everybody else.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give him more than 4 games before I say trade him. But we'll see if the coach can actually get through to him.
Right.
The coach got through to Julius Randle, got him the pass in the last few minutes of the game for the first time. Let's see if he can get through to Morris as well. 'Cause I do feel like he can contribute a lot better if he's used properly, or if he just plays with it himself a little bit more.
Agreed. So to everybody in the chat once again, make sure you guys, when you guys sign up for the links, make sure you got to be subscribed to the channel. Subscribe to the channels, KnicksFanTV, Nick of Time Show, and fill out your information to get the snapback. Okay, back to the phones. Let's go to the president of the Frank Ntilikina fan club. I'm sure he has some reactions to Ari's comments. He goes by the name of Max from the Bronx. Max, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
TPJL, what's good, man?
How you doing, bro?
Good, man. Good day.
Listen. Some people got injured, but Fizza was forced to play the right lineup. He was forced to play the right lineup. So let's go through the game, right?
Yeah.
Ask Kobe White if he likes Frank on the floor when he's on the floor. Because Kobe looked like he never played basketball before. It was like he just doing whatever. He couldn't get by him. He couldn't get by him. Ask Zach LaVine if he likes Frank on him. The point is this. I watch Utah, right? Because I'm an NBA fan. Utah's offense sucks. But their defense makes up for their offense, and they're a good team. Knicks are not going to be a good offensive team. We're not going to be what the Warriors were or these other teams.
Thank you.
We have defenders.
Thank you.
So we should build our team on defense. Frank gives us the best chance to win, right? Knox gives us the best chance to win. Knox, the same way we prioritize RJ, we need to prioritize Knox, because Knox, he don't really miss from three like that no more. He's a way smarter player than he was last year.
Mm-hmm.
If you give him more minutes, he would average 20 right now. You gotta learn how to know your team and balance the team.
Yep.
Frank doesn't care about points. He cares about winning. And that's the only thing we need to care about. I don't care if he went 0 for 6. He had 3 turnovers, but he was the third best player on the team today. Only you have to watch the game to know how he impacted the game.
True.
Yeah. The only thing is, I'm gonna give Ari some credit. I still should have played because our offense was garbage today. So you would think he would have some spark, but I don't think Fizzo knows how to balance the team. It's like either you play Ellington or you don't play ISO. It's like you got to pick one. You know what I'm saying? But one more thing, RJ, as good as KP was, RJ is better than KP.
Yep.
Because RJ does everything. Everything. He's like he couldn't hit a free throw, and he couldn't hit a free throw. Yo, this guy had 19 points.
Yeah.
And he couldn't hit free throws.
Well, that's his saving grace, man. Today. That's his saving grace, and thanks for the call, Max. That's one of the areas he's got to work on, JLs. He was 5 for 11. We knew that going in, though. We knew that going in that wasn't his strong point.
Yeah. But he improved on so much other stuff. There's like you forget that he sucks at free throws.
Yeah.
But
because he's so great at finishing.
Yeah. So great at finishing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Free throws, definitely. It's gonna help him stay in the game. It's gonna help him. I mean, he hit someone that counted. So I give him that. He did hit someone that counted, but definitely you were right. Have him finish on his free throws will be better for the team, and also the turnovers has to come down as well for all.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I can't say he's better than KP. Let's just be honest. Like I think a lot of the KP hate is a little bit sour grapes still. You know what I mean?
CP, no, he's better than KP. I'm sorry.
In what way?
And
they're different players, man.
As far as creating your own shot and being the A guy,
maybe
RJ is better.
Maybe.
KP right now, like, I don't know if he can be an A guy for longer than 10 days.
Yeah. Well, listen. Hey,
KP has a higher ceiling.
He looked good last night, man.
KP has a higher ceiling. KP has a higher ceiling.
He looked good last night, man.
KP has a higher ceiling, but right now, out the gate,
yeah,
RJ is way more polished than KP.
I'm happy with what I got, with what we have, no doubt about it. I would love to have seen them together, but that's all I'll say about that.
Yeah.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for you boys. We got a ton of calls in the queue, so please just keep it short. Just get to your point, and then we got to roll to the next one. Next up, another friend of the program, Ron Cleveland, in the building. Wants to talk about Bobby Portis's game tonight. Ron, how you feeling, bro?
Man.
How you feeling tonight,
Got
man?
him started off. Hey, man, you know I'm feeling great, man. We got off that zero donut. You heard me?
Yeah, man.
Got to give Bobby Portis his credit tonight.
Yeah.
Bobby P showed up tonight, man. BP gas station showed up tonight, man.
BP
You know what I
gas
mean?
station.
BP gas station.
You know he showed up. I give him his credit tonight, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, CP jailers, man. Something I want to touch on that I ain't heard nobody touch on this point yet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, true indeed. I'm not happy with what Fizz has done this far. What he's done tonight was out of necessity because DSJ wasn't there. DSJ was there. I don't think Frank would have played as much as he played.
It didn't seem like it.
And,
Based on his own comments, it didn't seem like he was planning to play him tonight.
Exactly. Based on those comments that he said the other night about we ain't like 20 or 40 games, whatever he said, into the season, I'm like, that's irrelevant. If you got a man you know that can stop this man, you play him. But I wanted to touch on the front office, man, and I'm going to tell you why. Those first 3 games we lost, you know why we lost those games, man? When Mitch got in foul trouble, we don't have a legitimate center.
Yeah, what's happening
back
with
him
Taj, man?
All this
Taj
is-
seems like, I don't know, he's a little bit up and
Exactly.
down with the defense, man.
Yeah, man. Taj was supposed to be.
I
our
thought
senior-
Taj was
Exactly.
going to
All
really
this-
help.
all
Yeah.
Exactly. All this talking about positionless basketball, yeah, you can say that all you want, but you got to have traditional big men. You got to have a traditional center, a couple of them. And we don't have nobody to back up Mitch. When Mitch get in foul trouble,
It's over.
that defense in the paint suffers.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over. And that's why you got to play Frank. You got to have Frank on the floor because at least he's going to cause a problem
Yes.
where the offense is going to bog down. They're going to take a long time getting in their set, and they're going to try to jack up shots like we saw tonight. When Frank was on the floor, and I'm going to tell you what, man, hey, ban Ari, man. Don't even answer his phone call. I can't believe, I'm going to tell you, I can't believe this dude had the nerve to say that Frank's defense is just now starting to come around. He ain't been watching
Nah,
Frank.
he's been playing
He
defense.
ain't been watching him.
Yeah.
Frank came in the league as a defensive stopper. And all this stuff about Kimba, all these guys, man, if you look at the tape, one of Frank's best game of his career thus far, even scoring, was against Charlotte. And who he shut down? He shut down Kimba.
True
And
indeed.
he even said it
True
to
indeed,
people when
man.
they interviewed him. He said, well, I've seen him quite a few times. I know his game. I know his game.
Mhm.
I'm comfortable with stopping him. If Frank don't start more, something is wrong. And I agree. Marcus Morris is a fruitcake in the head. And that bone-headed play, if Fizz don't pull him to the side and discipline him for that idiotic technical he got,
Yeah, it's hurting us.
Fizz
Yeah, man.
is getting on my nerves,
It's hurting
man.
us, man. And appreciate the call,
And
Ron.
now-
Appreciate it, man. Listen, I didn't agree with Ari either on that, man. Because Ari's whole point is like, oh, well, you know, Frank is not the greatest defender. Whether or not you want to consider him the greatest defender, he's the best on the team.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that narrative started last year, yo. That narrative started last year.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah,
bro.
why? Because he regressed a little bit from his rookie year. Okay, he's still the
Okay.
best. He's still your best option.
Yeah, I mean, people were acting like he was the best pick and roll defender in the NBA his rookie season. People were acting like all that just goes away in
Right.
1 year.
He's
Like-
still your best option, bro.
Still your best option, man. Like, come on. Like, I mean, whatever. You gave him his props this year. Fine. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah.
We need
And-
Frank in the lineup.
Give me Frank in the lineup. And to Max's point, to Ron's point, let your defense dictate the offense. Get after it, get strips, get loose balls, and then push, run, go.
Mm-hmm.
Because when it gets into the half court, it's not pretty.
No, it's not.
It's
pretty.
not pretty, and it's not going to be this season. I mean, it's going to take some time.
Yeah, man, and I think Frank will get more comfortable if he's given more time, man. Like, I think he's gonna get more comfortable in offense, man.
That's what I say.
So just let
That's
it
what I
rock.
say. Listen, between Frank and Peyton, neither one is just going to be breaking down defenses and doing their thing. Yeah, Peyton can do it a little bit better, but it seemed like since the Spurs game, man, he's very pensive out there, bro.
Very.
Very
Very
pensive out there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd just rather just go with Frank, man.
Yeah, develop the kid, man. Develop
Just
the-
go with him.
Get some value out of him.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go to Jersey. Cedro, my guy Cedro's in here. He wants to talk about Fizz and Randall. Cedro, how you feeling, bro?
Yeah, what's good, CPJ Ellis? What's good, guys?
What's good, my dude?
win
How
tonight.
you feeling,
You
man?
already
Good
know
win.
what's going on.
Good win, yeah.
I'm good, yo. I was gonna say Bobby Schmurda. Like, nah. You gotta wait for that one. You gotta wait for that one.
Yeah, I
But,
mean, listen,
I just wanted to talk about
Bobby
this real
Bobby
quick.
was good for tonight. You know, other games he certainly pissed me off.
Yeah,
no
he
doubt
was
about
good.
it.
He was good for tonight. He was good for tonight.
Yeah.
I doubt he's gonna, be dropping borderline 30 points every game. I really doubt that. But he was good for tonight. He knew his old team. He was
That's
good for
it.
that match.
That's it.
But I want to say some of the Knicks fans in the chat, they owe Fizz an apology, bro. I've got tired of seeing the Fizz slander. I don't want to see none of that. It's what we three games in to the season. I'm tired of seeing none of the Fizz slander. He's showing why he's a player development coach. He's starting to see that with the squad. He talked to Randall. He had to have that conversation with Randall because Randall, he's the number one option on the Knicks, but he's not the number one option on any other team.
Yeah.
So the number one option on the Knicks actually has a little bit more responsibility, though, in terms of they have to know when to defer. They have to know to lead the team by example in terms of defense and rebounding, not necessarily forcing the shot, not necessarily scoring. They have to know to do the things that's purely for the team win over personal accomplishment. Now, Randall's been getting a double-double every single game. But tonight, the difference was he deferred. He knew he had to defer because he knew he wasn't on it. Fizz had that talk with him. Fizz had to pull him aside and had that talk with him. Now we getting wins because of that.
Okay.
So now, Fizz, Knicks fans in the chat got to get that apology in.
I don't know, Cedro.
Goes on, they got to get that apology, bro.
Oh, no, man. Appreciate the call, bro. I mean, listen, JLs, man. I understand the frustration with Fizz. You know what I mean? I might not be as off the bandwagon as some. But I understand their frustration. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand the frustration too. And you know what? I feel like I even need to pull back some. I'm definitely not on the Fire Fizz bandwagon, but I think hearing all the frustration is making me even more frustrated.
Yeah. It's understandable.
You know what I mean? But there's like I always have to snap myself back out of it, like, yo, Shay, it's game 3.
Yeah.
Chill.
Well, listen, man. I went on live last night, and I said this in response to the boos and stuff come from the Garden and all the reaction. I said, listen, it is game 3, but we've been losing since last year, since the year before that, bro. We've been losing for years, Jay Ellis. You can't expect people to be happy, man. Despite the rebuild, despite new pieces, despite new everything, human nature is gonna kick in. If you love this team like we love this team, you still gonna be tight, bro. That's just what it is, man.
That's the passion of Knicks fans, but it's like I have to. Sometimes you gotta dial it back, and then like, yo, rational, put your rational brain back. Because I recorded a pod on Sunday, and I was hyped.
Yeah,
I was just finished the Celtics game. We was all going in, and I was tight. And even when I was sitting there, I was like, yo, am I going too hard? Maybe I need to pull it back because it's 3 games.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm guilty of it. Like I said, I'm not off the Fizz bandwagon by any stretch. But if things don't seem right to me or things don't make sense to me, I'm still going to question it, bro.
No, you definitely got to question it. I'm not saying
I'm still going to question it. Even though I'm not the coach, I don't have experience in that department. I just feel like certain things, i.e. Frank, your best defender.
Right.
You know what I mean? You told me you pride yourself on defense.
Right.
So I'm just holding you accountable. I'm just asking questions.
I said the same thing on the video. I was like, yo, he's a defender. Let him rock. Go. DSJ's playing bad.
Thank you.
Let him rock.
That's it.
That's it,
man. And Fizz said on Frank's minutes, despite him going 0 for 6, he said he was fantastic.
There you go.
There you go. What does that mean going forward? I don't know.
But he's putting his toe in the water.
That's it. That's it, man.
And he's gonna have to put his whole body in there. Frank's gonna have to be baptized soon if DSJ is gonna be gone. Yeah. And Elder Payton got a hamstring.
That's it, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit that thumbs up. How many likes we got so far on KnicksFanTV? We got 500. Let's see if we can get to 1,000. Everybody hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Salute to everyone who is new.
Yeah.
Once again, this is Post Game Live, the number one show for the fans, by the fans. Number one show on all of NBA YouTube, man. No doubt about it. Look around YouTube, man. If you're not a Knicks fan, look around YouTube. If your favorite team does not have a show like this, hey, you're welcome to come back in and talk Knicks with us, man. We'll convert some people. We'll convert some Knicks fans, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, man. Come to the altar.
Come to the altar, man. Come on home, man. It's all good. Everybody's welcome, man.
Yeah,
Let's salute to all the diehard Knicks fans in the chat tonight. Yeah, we're not going to get too crazy about it, but, hey, it's a win. It might not be too many where that came from. You know that, Jay Ellis.
I mean,
so,
just 30.
Yeah, so listen, we celebrate tonight. And we move on tomorrow night. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because there's a good chance your boy Bobby's gonna go like 3 for 10.
You know what? You know what? I expect
chuck up some bricks.
I
In the next one.
I expect his 3-point shooting to get better, man. Like his 3-point shooting has been steadily going up for the last few years of his career.
Yeah.
Last year he hit 40%.
It was 40 last year.
So I expect it to at least be in the 37, 38 range.
Yep.
At least.
Yep.
4 for 4 tonight.
True indeed, man. So yeah, listen, we celebrate tonight. It is what it is, and we just enjoy it. Okay, back to the phones. We're gonna go to Akil from Brooklyn. Wants to talk about Bobby Portis. What's going on, Akil? How you feeling, bro?
What's the word? How y'all feeling tonight, man?
Good, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I just wanted to call in. I called in on the show a couple days ago, and I was slandering my son Portis, so, I had to come and apologize to him real quick. My son put in work tonight, dropping 28. Right. But I just wanted to, shout out a couple things. Shout out my son RJ. RJ's looking nice, solid Rookie of the Year contender. He needs to work on the free throws, but man, y'all know that comes with time, man. That just comes with time in the league. Knox is nice, man. I think that everybody is sleeping on his development. He comes off the bench, I feel like him coming off the bench, he doesn't have as much pressure as last year, so he's able to, play more in his game, and, he can drive whenever he wants. Much smarter player. He can hit his threes. And, I'm still a little bit worried about the team, because we had mad turnovers. We had mad turnovers tonight and everything, but, solid team win. But, man, like y'all said, and like a bunch of other people that said that called in earlier, Randall, he's feeling the pressure in New York, man. And when you come to New York, man, you either got to play or you got to ship out, man. And I think he's really starting to realize that, man, you can't, it's all right for bully ball, but you can't be bully ball every time you go down the court, you know? And finally tonight, just like how Jay Ellis said, man, he finally opened his eyes and he passed the ball. So, hopefully we get more of that as the season goes on.
Agreed, man.
But, shouts out to the show, man. Y'all do a good job.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated, kid. Hopefully you come to the next sweet event, man. You out there in Brooklyn. Jay Ellis will pick you up, man. You come through, bro. Don't worry about it, man. Listen, it was Randall. Like you said, Jay Ellis, to your point, you made this point early in previous shows. He has to get used to being the guy. That's one thing we don't know is like it's just a different expectation. And now he's the guy under the brightest lights, on the heaviest jersey. People always make that comment lately. This is the heaviest jersey. So there's a lot that he has to get used to. And it just seems like at times he's trying to win the game on every possession.
Exactly. Like right now, you're the game plan. It's different when you're in the Pelicans uniform and your guy goes down, and now you're the game plan in the middle of the season.
Right.
And you already have an established offense run before you got there. We're figuring stuff out in New York as we go with new pieces and new everything. And the offense isn't established. It's a totally different feel. And like you said, we're in New York, it's the brightest lights. It's
the brightest lights, man. So he just has to let the game come to him. I still think he's a talented player, man. And listen, the season he had last year, I don't think you could discredit him.
Nope.
I just think once we just got locked down to some proper ball movement and facilitating, man. Man. And you saw those last 2 possessions support us. He slowed down. Read the defense. The Bulls were doubling all night long. There was gonna be somebody open. The passes were there to be made.
Yeah, it's all.
And he made it.
Yeah, man, it's all gonna be about experience. Fizz is definitely still out the Pelicans playbook to see how he was getting open and utilize him in that way. And, you know, hopefully as the season goes on, Fizz actually adds even more offensive plays in the playbook, you know, to keep, you know, keep Julius Randle successful, man. Get him in some familiar sets that he's used to. Get him on the move. We all seen him make these crazy layups when he's curling or diving to the basket at full speed. He seems to be able to contort his body and finish strong when he's doing that. And we need more of that to happen for him and a little less ISO post up.
Absolutely. I agree. Because it only gets him into trouble, man. The turnovers are killing us.
Yep.
Turnovers are killing us right there, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. I want to salute Sean Kearns. He's team #new. Checking in from Raleigh, North Carolina, man. If you guys are new in the chat, once again, leave us a #new so we can shout you out. We have a link going around right now. We're going to give away a Knicks snapback hat to the winner to celebrate tonight's victory. So KnicksFanTV, Dave, and some of the mods, they'll be passing that link around. Just put your information in there and your YouTube name, and we're going to announce the winner in a little bit. Remember, this show, for those of you that are just coming in and are new, this show is available in audio podcast format as well. So you want to make sure that if there's ever a night you can't come and watch the video, or you're at work tomorrow, you can't watch a video, your boss is wilding out, listen to it in audio podcast format. It's available on all the major platforms, Google Play, Spotify, iTunes as well. So we appreciate all the support. Back to the phone, Jails.
All right, so
Let's go to LA. My guy Ayo Pal wants to chime in, man. Pal, how you feeling, bro?
Yes, sir. I'm doing well, man. Good Knicks win. Good day, everybody. Good evening. Yo,
Yep.
I'm saying, right? I caught maybe like the last 6 minutes of the game, and then my eyes opened up like Bobby Portis, because I think it was like 1 minute 47 left of the clock. We were up by 2.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Frank comes in for Ellington, and then all of a sudden, everything changed. That's when like the game was won. I feel like, yeah, Frank, like he can't score right now, but that's gonna take some time. And like as somebody who used to believe that Frank should be traded as soon as possible, I now firmly believe that he has a place in our roster and he has a place in this team, because his defense, you can't teach that, man.
Can't.
It was so infectious.
Yeah.
It was so infectious. It was like down to the wire. They were trying to come back, and then as soon as like they made a play for I think it was Zach LaVine, Frank came right at him right away. Zach couldn't get a shot off, man.
Yep.
And this was just like the last 4 minutes, and I can't even imagine what y'all saw through the whole game. But like, it was amazing to see, man. And you know, you got to give Frank a chance, man.
Gotcha.
I know right now he can't score, but there's nothing like this.
I got
but
you.
Yo, I wanna make a point though, right quick.
Yeah,
right?
go ahead.
RJ Barrett today played 40 minutes.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
40 minutes. 40
He
minutes
did.
for RJ.
40.
So far, I looked into this, right? So far, RJ has played more per minute as a Knick than KP.
Wow.
RJ's average minutes per game is 36.3 minutes at 21 points. Kristaps at his highest at between 2017 and 18 was 32 minutes per game at 22 points. So, who's a better draft? Y'all can make that decision yourself. But shout out to everybody, man. RIP to BSJ's mother, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate it, man.
Good win.
It's my guy Pow out in L.A., man. If you guys didn't see the West Coast roundtable that I did, I went out to L.A. Last month, and I linked up with some Knicks fans out there who was living out there, and my guy Pow linked up with us. We got some good food and had a great conversation. It's definitely in the video, in the channel. You guys can check it out. I got one more part to release, but my guy Pow really helped out in terms of putting together all the videos and whatnot, so I definitely appreciate him. How you guys feel in the chat about RJ's minutes? I know JL said you said you didn't really mind it.
No. I want them to come down. I didn't mind it in preseason. I didn't mind it in preseason when he's trying to figure out what he's good at and da. But during the season, I don't want Fizz to run him through the ground. Like, I understand though, he's the best player on the team right now. So I understand why he's scared to take him out, but we have to find ways to kind of spell him. I don't want him to burn out.
Right. You don't want to hit in that rookie wall so early though. You know what I mean? I know he's 19. People in the chat saying he's only 19, but yeah.
And even the style of play he plays, like he
plays hard, man.
Yeah, like he runs into bodies.
He's physical. He's physical, man. So you can only imagine once he gets into the dog days, when some West Coast trips start hitting him.
Yeah.
You got to watch that. Definitely got to watch that. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. We got some more super chats coming in. James Howard sends us a super chat. He says Frank will surpass Peyton. Mr. B, Conley P also sent us super chat, so salute to you guys. We got Christopher Baptiste checking in. He's team #new.
All right.
Salute to Christopher. Yeah. Go ahead, JLs.
Salute to Rick Harrison. He's #old.
Okay.
From the Marcus Syria. All right. Yeah, shout out to Pocket Rockets. He's been here. Y'all got Young Simba.
Young Simba in here. What up, Young Simba? J Keys is #new. Salute to J Keys.
Yep, shoot. Nick him up. I see you. Shout out to Nick him up. Shout out to Ken Bass too, and S Parker.
Yes, sir. Shan Who is also team #new. So salute to everybody. Hit that thumbs up button. TM or Dave, somebody was asking for the podcast links. If you guys could just post the podcast links. Everything is for this show. For everything for Knicks Fan TV is in podcast format under the same name. Very easy, same name. But the links are also in every video description. So it's very easy, very direct. And you can find it there. Let's go to our guy Q from Brooklyn, J. Ellis. Wants to talk about the game tonight. Q, how you feeling, man?
Really good, fellas. What's good? What's good?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Man, we did it. Man, we did it, man. First
Yes,
game.
sir.
We did it. That's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Congratulations to all of us, all Knicks Nation. Definitely a good thing. Like I said, 10 games, man. 10 games. The second Maverick game, then I'm going to start really, I wouldn't say criticizing, but questioning his motives. If you look at it, I give credit due. Fourth quarter, he did a good job. I think he was forced to do it with DSJ being out and also Alonzo Trier being out. So he had to do it. And also, congratulations to Crazy Eye Bobby Portis. That was a big deal. Definitely RJ needs to slow down on the minutes, maybe about 29 minutes, if you can figure that out. But definitely don't want him to hit a rookie wall because this guy, he's our future. And we got to do right by him. Fizz definitely needs to play Frank. One thing that you notice when RJ's playing, everything's kind of paced, and that's what Frank does. So if Fizz needs to learn from the past, these Knicks players need to learn from the past. What was our greatest year? Of course, the championship year. None of us were alive. Then you're looking at the 90s. Those teams embody team. And Randall, he's wearing a jersey of 8 million people.
Oh, yeah.
So he needs to understand, pass the ball when you need to pass the damn ball.
Yeah.
Morris needs to calm down. I know he wants to be a goon and a thug, but hey, what do you expect from the Morris twins?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Them dudes is from Philly. So they already nuts as it can be. He needs to just play his role. And we need to start Knox. Let's just be honest. His development would be better as a starter. And maybe after the 10th game. But definitely that's what I think when it comes to that. Okay. So I'm going to give Fizz after the second Maverick game, and then I'm really going to be on point when it comes to him because I'm studying every move, man. And you guys don't have to worry about, this is New York, man. We're not fair weather fans. We true Knicks fans.
Oh, yeah.
We believe in hard work, and we believe being accountable. And Fizz, everything Fizz said, he's going to be accountable for. And Randall's getting paid all that money, so he needs to be accountable too.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
Great show, fellas.
Appreciate it, Q.
And
Welcome back, man.
Everything you guys do, man.
Good to hear from Q, man, on the regular. Welcome back, Q.
Word.
Listen, I agree with all his points, man. I think another thing for tonight that was interesting to me also, J. Ellis, was the rebounding differential. I mean, we really got after it on the boards, 63 to 38.
You know what, CP though? We missed a lot of shots.
That's it. That'll do it because we had 25 offensive rebounds.
Exactly. And I think probably like half of those is Mitch.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I thought Mitch started the game off fairly well. Again, he's got to get disciplined with the fouls.
Yeah.
And he'll have some more longevity to his games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. He just cleans up so much. You don't want him to get all these silly fouls still. Man.
Yeah,
Clean
agreed.
it up, man. You was doing good at the end of the year with cleaning up the fouls.
Mm-hmm.
But you need that to carry over. And I also felt like even setting screens, I felt like he was getting better at setting screens at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And this year, I don't know if he's like regressed, but I don't feel like he's setting screens as sharply as he was last year at the end of the last season.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Seems like an issue with them with all the big men. They're not really setting screens too well, man. Not really setting screens too well. But Mitch will come around, man. Let's go to Atlantic City, man. Joe's up next. Joe, how you feeling, bro?
Yo, what's up, CPJLs? What's going on?
Good, man.
Yo, I go by Zen in the chat, XEN, if you know.
Zen, what's good, bro?
From AC.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I want to talk about Elfrid Payton tonight, man. He just kind of looked like he was the odd man out. It looked like when he was on the court, it was 4 versus 5, dude. It looked really bad, to be honest with you. But once we got Frank in and we got that defense, things started to really turn around. I thought it was great. What I really want to see, I want to see the offense go through RJ. RJ, I said it since the summer, he's a Hall of Famer. He's going to be our guy this whole season. And you know what? If we can just have him drive the ball, and we have so many options, we can, pass it off to Mitch. He could dunk it. Mm-hmm. We could throw it off to Ellington. He could hit a 3. But with Elfrid, man, he's not even playing defense. He's just standing around.
He's just
and
there.
It's literally, it makes me, drives me crazy watching him play, dude.
He's
I'm
really
just like,
there, man.
do something.
Yeah, I agree, man.
I'm sitting saying, yo, Elfrid, you got to do something, man. You can't just be standing there. Watch all the highlights. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
He got one play where he made a layup, and that was it. So,
yeah.
And, I want to talk about Fizz.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't give up on Fizz. I know everyone's saying call out Fizz, it's his fault, but it's Scott Perry that's telling him what to do. Scott Perry saying, play Elfrid Payton, and that's taking away minutes from other people. And Barrett, he's the new guy. He's the one that's going to be getting the most minutes because he's the one we need to develop. He's our number one. And you'll see as the season goes on, he's going to be scoring all the points. He had 26 the other night. Oh, yeah, and Bobby Portis, he was going to do what he did tonight because he's been playing well. I know he hasn't been good on the defensive side, but, Bobby Portis, he's a good player. And he's going to be another one that keeps us in the race for the playoffs. I think we can make it this year. I really do.
Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. Joe's optimistic.
Yeah, I see that. Bold prediction.
He's definitely, bold prediction. Bold predictions are back, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate that, Joe. And appreciate the support. I'll see. Let me see Portis give me two good games back-to-back, Jails. That's what I'll say. Let me see Portis and the team give me 2 good games back-to-back. Yeah, before I jump to conclusions after 2 games.
More, man. We really got to pass more. It's crazy. It's crazy because we've been, with the exception of the Celtics game, we've been in all the games, and even with the crazy turnovers, and Julius Randle dribbling off his foot, and we've been losing by a few points or a minute or 2. So we'll see. We'll take some time to see if we can clean some of those things up.
True indeed. Yeah, true indeed, man. On his RJ point, I certainly agree with him. It's I've been agreeing with it. I think the offense has to flow through RJ until we get a capable point guard who can really do it all. Who can really get these guys going and get these guys in position and really orchestrate and take the pressure off them. But I think that's one thing I do like about Fizz is I like that they're kind of staggering it and not just giving him everything right away. You know what I mean? Because I don't think that's good for his development. I think you have to kind of bring him in slow from that regard. Yeah. And so I like that he closed tonight as the point guard. But I'm not sure if I would just want to give him that for 40 minutes a night. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, people was kind of getting on Fizz for starting at point guards during the Spurs game, which I understand. Mm-hmm. But it's kind of coming through for us right now. Yeah.
That definitely coming through, man. Salute to Kevin Tucker in the chat. He's team #new as well. Dave and TM pass the snapback links around. We're gonna announce the winner shortly. How many people we got in here so far? We got 112 entries, JLs. 112 entries.
Okay.
So yeah, it's still going. We're still going strong. All right, let's take a couple more calls. And then we'll announce the winner. Appreciate it, Joe. Let's go to my guy Tack. We haven't heard from Tack in a minute.
Yo,
Tack, how you feeling, bro?
What's up, guys?
How you
Good
feeling,
win
man?
tonight.
What up, man?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to say a couple things. You know, it was the Bulls, so we can't get too hyped, but it's a win, so we'll take it.
I'm more hyped just off just getting the monkey off our back and just getting one win. That's it. I didn't care who we played tonight. I don't care if we played
this was a must
Washington Generals. I just wanted to win, JL. Please,
man.
just get a
Come
win.
on, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
I hear you, though, Tack. I hear you.
Yeah. And real quick, I wanted to bring up something that I thought about that I haven't seen anybody else bring up. And this is regards to the early rumblings about players not happy with their minutes. I think the consensus was it was Trier, right? Everybody thought it was ISO Zoe that was unhappy with that. But what if it was DSJ? What if it was DSJ who wasn't happy because, you know, he wasn't right in preseason, that he wasn't getting those minutes, and Fizz intentionally put him out there as bad as he was so he could have a legitimate reason to sit him?
I've heard that. I have heard that.
You think he wasn't injured in preseason? Like, because it was only 4 preseason games, and that
no. I think he was, but I think DSJ, you know, he seems like he's got that personality where he'd kind of force the issue and maybe complain about it.
Yeah.
And Fizz, being the coach, say, all right, I'll give you these minutes, knowing he's not going to do that well, and then being able to point to that and say, hey, look, you're not doing it, so I got to sit you. And then, you know, unfortunately, his stepmom, you know, passed, and then he had to deal with that.
I hear you, man. Appreciate the call, Tack. I just want to run through because we had some people waiting for a while, so I want to get to those guys as well. Listen, JLs, we did hear earlier today that Berman, of course, that there was rumblings that DSJ wasn't happy with the Payton signing. Obviously, I wouldn't be either. You know, clearly, if your starting job was in jeopardy, maybe he wasn't happy. Well, I mean, he wasn't really healthy, so I'm not sure if he would have been unhappy about the playing time. But you know, bottom line is you got to perform when you come in, and hopefully, you know, he recovers from the loss, and hopefully mentally he finds some clarity down the road.
Yeah,
and he comes back strong.
Yeah, that's all you can hope for. That's all you can hope for. And Scott Perry is always thinking. He seems to like the idea of competition. He's said that since he first got here. And honestly, man, like I said before, I didn't think we needed Peyton here, but we kind of needed somebody here.
Yeah, agreed.
It's kind of helped us. I'm not even gonna lie. Even though I didn't want to hear it, it makes sense.
Agreed, man. I want to give a big shout out to Cold-Blooded Heel 31. Another one checking in from Australia, man. The Aussies are invading Knicks Nation. Heavy, man. Heavy, Jails. Yeah, man. My guy Mike Callis brought his wife and daughter all the way from Australia to rock with us in the sweet Saturday night, man. That was amazing.
Shout out to Mike, yo.
Shout out to Mike. But yeah, man, Australia is in here heavy, man. I would say between Australia, England, Philippines. I think those are outside of the U.S. I think those are our biggest countries, man. I think so. But speaking of international, man, let's go to my man George from Costa Rica. We got Costa Rica in here, JLS. He wants to talk about Frank's game. George, how you feeling, bro?
Yo, CP, J. Ellis, man. Shout out to Knicks Nation. How you guys doing tonight?
Good, man. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, perfect. You know it's me, Pura Vida, Mike.
Yeah, of course, Mike. What's good, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm just really happy to see, you know, Frank getting an opportunity. Unfortunately, you know, of course, it came to the detriment of, you know, Peyton getting hurt, you know, DSJ, you know, his family member. But, you know, listen, if you can't play or you got something going on, taking up time in your mind, you know, you got to, you know, let the next man step up. You know, you're going to hurt the team. And, you know, today, you know, Frank showed that he should be getting those minutes, man. You know, he's running the point. He sees the floor. It's like soccer, man. You know, you ever see a midfielder run the field? He plays like that.
Yeah.
So he needs to be on there, you know. And like somebody else said, you know, it's better that you have 6 defenders and 4 scorers. You know, you don't need him to score. He's not being paid to score. He's being paid to distribute and play defense. So, you know, they need to do that. And then I also think that Mitch and Randall, they don't fit well together. How many times have you seen it so far in the last 4 games? They try to go for a rebound, and I think it was in the first or second game, Randall almost twisted his ankle. so there's no space.
Yeah.
There's no space down in the paint. So I've been saying it since the beginning. Frank, RJ, Knox, Morris, and Randall. Those need to be the starting five. That way they space the floor a little better. So, I just wanted to call in. I've been watching you guys for a long time.
Yeah.
Support you all the way from over here. And,
man, appreciate it, bro.
Big shout out to the rest of the Knicks Nation.
Appreciate it, man. Hopefully you come up and come watch a game with us, man. Thanks for calling, man.
Hopefully I'll go back soon. I am from New York originally and from Hell's Kitchen, not too far from there. Shout out to Ag Decor in the two.
All right, yeah, man.
Hopefully, I'll be back. Hopefully I'll be back. But if I am, I'll definitely let you guys know. I'd love to go ahead and meet you guys and talk Knicks basketball, man.
Yes, sir. I'll let your boy, man. Appreciate it, George.
Yeah.
The only problem with if you're gonna start Randall at the 5, man, it's just there's no. I don't think there's a perfect lineup for us out there, JLs.
No, there isn't.
I don't think there's a perfect lineup for us, unfortunately, man.
If Mitch could shoot, Mitch shot a jumper today.
He did. I was getting ready to call him mid-range Mitch. Mid-range Mitch is on deck if he could get it together, man. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody in the chat once again. All right, there's a couple more people I want to get to that's been waiting a while. Then we're going to do the contest. So make sure you sign up for the contest. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to be eligible for the contest. And we're going to take a couple more. These guys have been waiting for a long, long time, so I want to get them in. We're going to go Anthony from Wash Heights. Then we're going to go Raekwon. And then Johnny and Esau. We'll take those and then wrap up. Anthony, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? We finally got our win, man.
Finally, man. Finally, bro.
Finally.
It's crazy what a win can do, man. Just a couple of days off, we was all off the ledge, and now everybody's back on board.
Yeah, that's how it is with us, man. The emotions are crazy, raging right now. Raging.
Exactly. Extreme.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah. And I know, we've been through a lot as Knicks fans, a lot of PTSD, but I think we got to be patient, man. Fizz, last year he had a bunch of young players. This year he's getting 9 new players with a difficult, roster to put together. It's 3 games in. If you looked out the league, Golden State's, I think, 0-3. There's plenty of other teams that are in the same position. And realistically, we could have been, 3-1 right now?
Yeah.
If, a couple of goals go our way. So, I think we need to just relax and support our guys, because, one thing for sure is, the guys that we have on our team, they're proven hustlers. They're proven gritty players. It's not like they're just talking the talk. They have the resume to back that up. So, I think we just got to really, believe in our guys and believe in the movement where we're going, man. We haven't been in this position in quite some time where we're building through the draft, building the right way, I think it goes a long way to show the type of culture that we're building. I really think we're building something special. I think we got to back our players.
Okay.
And the one quick thing
I appreciate it, man. My fault, bro. I had to cut. Next one, Raekwon, you up, man? What's good?
CP, J. Ellis, what's up, guys?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, bro?
Great, man. Beautiful victory. Okay, let me go right into it. Portis was great. RJ was great. Not too worried about Randall. He's a true baller. He's going to come out there and continue to give you consistent minutes. He just got to get it together. Frank was great. CP, I'd like to go over a point that you mentioned. You mentioned that that right now Frank is a more polished player than DSJ. I kind of agree with that. Obviously DSJ, he's going through the situation with his stepmom, so my condolences go out to him and his family. But like you said, CP, the thing with Frank is that if Frank, we know he's not going to blow us away with his offensive game, but he impacts the game in so many different ways that DSJ doesn't. Like a guy like DSJ, I think this injury really messed him up because, if he's not playing good on offense, he's not good on defense, and then his whole complete game just looks off. So, we could try to cut him some slack. Hopefully he gets it together. But like I said, though, I feel like Frank, you're right. He should be in the game. And I've seen too many games where Fizz, Dennis Smith, he just looked completely out of it. And Fizz, he didn't make the adjustment to say, okay, let me take out DSJ and then put in Frank. Because Frank, he's going to bring that defense. You see him guard Levine, and then you seen him guard Kobe White. And those are two good players for the Bulls. and Frank just completely locked him up when he came in, man.
True indeed, man.
You know, like
appreciate the call, man. My fault. I just want to get to these calls before we wrap up. Listen, I think the thing with Frank, I think people, I think that the naysayers of Frank J. Ellis are still looking for him to be a Donovan Mitchell type, or something just explosive and flashy and blah blah blah. I don't think it's gonna happen that way.
Nah.
I don't think it's going to happen that way. I think right now the defense is there. Right now you're just looking for him to knock down a 3-pointer or two.
Right, exactly.
Just give me a corner 3 or 2 wide open.
I mean, yeah, exactly. It's 3 and D point guard. You can you can pick and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
3
it.
D point guard can pick and roll. Pick and roll you.
That's it, man. That's all we're looking for. Real quick in Knicks news, former Knicks GM Al Bianchi passed away, man. 87 years old, passed away from cancer. He was a Knicks GM in 87. After playing 10 years in the NBA, also coaching the Virginia Squires, man. So he was a well-known Knick as part of that regime. He came in 87, so he basically put the Bomb Squad together. If you guys are familiar with the Bomb Squad, Rick Pitino, Mark Jackson, we had Johnny Newman, Trent Tucker, those guys. Bianchi, he was the GM during those days, man. Yeah, man, so rest in peace to him, man. Once a Knick, always a Knick. All right, back to the phones. Let's go to Johnny O from Albany. He wants to talk about the backcourt. Johnny O's up, Esau, and then Nate, and then we're going to wrap. Go ahead. Michael. Go ahead, Johnny.
Hey, what's up? What's up, fellas? How you guys doing, man? I watch your show all the time.
Appreciate it.
I'm very, very impressed. But I want to talk about Frank and RJ in the backcourt, man. Like, I feel like that's, like, I know earlier before the season started, you guys talked about it, but I think really this game really, really allowed us to see that the two of them can really play well together, because you could really just have Frank play the one, or just have RJ play the one at times and just have Frank really play the two, because he can guard a two or the one, and it's really easy for him, and you can just have RJ go to work, The Knicks ran a couple of plays that I didn't see them run the first 2 games is a pick and roll with Barrett and freaking this guy Randall, and the Bulls kept trapping RJ, and RJ would just take the ball right on back to Randall, and Randall will find open shooters. So I just feel like a lineup that's got Ellington, Portis, and Knox in there, because you had shooters, and if that opens up the floor, the Knicks could be real. They could be real dangerous, man.
Okay.
They could be really, really good.
All right. Hey, JLs, what's your take on that?
Nah, I agree with you. I pointed out at the beginning of the show that the Knicks actually ran pick and roll with RJ and Randall to end the game, and that was a lot better option than having Randall just kind of post up. But yeah, it worked out for us. They stupidly left Portis open. That was horrible defense on the Bulls.
So true indeed.
Or you could also just say that Julius Randle just commands that much attention that they didn't want him posting one-on-one. But yeah, it works. It definitely works. It'll work even better if Frank can hit that open shot too, because you can easily try to just sag off, have Frank's man sag off, and stick to Portis in that scenario. But they didn't. They chose to leave Portis open, and they paid for the price for it. So yeah.
True story, man. All right, Esau's up. Nate's on deck. Michael on double deck, and then we're gonna get to the contest. Esau, how you feeling, bro?
Oh, I'm feeling great tonight, man. I'm feeling like Christmas time.
No doubt, man. No doubt.
Listen, one of your callers said that a lot of people in the chat weren't around the championship days. I was 9 years old, so I was around.
Okay.
You're OG, man. That's OG status, man.
Yeah,
I call those the OGs,
sir.
JLs.
Yes, sir.
The ones that seen all the great ones, all the great days.
Yes, sir. RJ Barrett is a triple-double waiting to happen, okay? And that's for real, for real. Number 2, I have to eat crow about Frank, because I couldn't stand him. But then as I was listening to the show, I thought about Phil Jackson back in the day, in our championship years. Phil Jackson was never a scorer, but he was a defensive player. Because I remember as a kid watching him, I used to, like, oh, God, he's coming in, but he would play some good D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have to give Frank another chance.
You know what I'm saying? Because he did perform good tonight. 0 for 6, oh well, but he shut folks down tonight.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say. CJ Ellis, y'all keep doing what y'all doing. You're doing a fantastic job. And I'm going to let you know now, when they lose, I ain't calling in.
Thanks for the call, man. Appreciate the call, Esau. All right, Nate's up. How you feeling, Nate? Michael on deck.
What's up, guys? Appreciate you taking my call.
Yep, no problem.
I got to talk about Randall real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think he's getting a lot of unfair, hate, I guess, because he's not really being put in, a better position to succeed. And what I mean is our point guards, as we know, that they're not very good offensively. And Frank did really good today. And I'm fine with him playing today. But the fact is that we can't, feed him in the post as, cleanly. Nobody can, pass to him there. And that's the spot where he operates.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happens, he gets the ball up top, and then he takes 4 or 5 more dribbles than he needs to. And it just takes him out of rhythm. The defense adjusts. They double him, and then it's a turnover. So what needs to happen is we need somebody to, actually make, a decent entry pass. But, yeah, that's all I got. I think he could be a lot better than what he's doing right now.
Okay.
I'm big on Randall.
Okay. Appreciate the call, man. I mean, I think, listen, I think, I don't know. I wouldn't just squarely blame it on the point guard, Jay. I just think he's pressing.
Yeah.
I just think he's pressing, and I think the reason why people are hard on him is because we know that he's a talented player, and if he would just be a little bit more patient, he'll be all right.
Yeah, I definitely feel you. I mean, and I think that part of that is the coaching as well. I think I mentioned this earlier. Hopefully, there's more plays involved that involve giving the ball to Randall on the move and not just post ups. Because for the first few games, it was a little predictable for me. We're just posting up Randall. Everybody wait for the double or and watch him not pass the ball out. But
yeah. It's I don't know. It's interesting how he's being used right now. You know, I just think, like you said, they have to get him on the run. We know that was one of the ways that New Orleans used him. And that worked. They ran the same play. They've been running the same play for RJ. So I don't understand why they're not running that play for Randall right now. I don't know. Because I haven't seen it, really. I don't remember seeing it.
You're right. They do run that for RJ a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely do run that for RJ.
Yeah, man. So that's a good call by Nate. All right, Michael Anthony's up. He wants to talk about the win. Michael, how you feeling, bro?
I'm good, brothers. I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you feeling, man?
I appreciate y'all getting me in. I'm good. Hey, man, I'm a Dookie. I've seen R.J. Barrett play all last year. He's playing better for us than he did with Duke. This boy is the truth. And I just think that right now, Fitz just needs to have a better feel for the game. Just like when we played Brooklyn and Kyrie came in after sitting on the bench for 30 minutes, he should have put Frank in. Tonight, he should have took Randall out in the fourth quarter. I mean, he just was pressing too hard. Whenever he pulled out Portis, I was actually upset because Portis was hot. He was getting the crowd involved, and to sit him and then to bring in, I think he brought in Mitch, for a spell. But then
I think he was doing offense defense, though.
Bobby at the stretch 4.
Yeah, I mean, they did end up bringing Bobby back in, at the right time. I thought Fizz just gave him a rest. I just thought he needed a rest.
Did. Yeah. Yeah, and I think he was doing some offense defense.
No, I agree.
Too, so, yeah.
No, and I agree. But then when you bring Portis in, go ahead and take Julius out, and go ahead and have Mitch and Portis in there, because then at least you have the stretch 4, and then you have the down low defense.
Right.
Nah, I mean,
so go ahead.
Yeah, JLs.
Nah, I mean, I think we won the game.
Yeah.
Right?
That's it.
We won the game.
No, we did.
We won the game. And I think,
honestly, y'all almost broke the internet. We almost broke the internet tonight.
That's
how hype we were.
Chat was crazy, man. Chat was definitely crazy tonight, man.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I do feel like
y'all was buffering like I don't know what.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, JLs.
I do feel like the pick and roll with involving RJ and Randall was the right play too. So I think it was the right call.
Yeah. I think
it was because it worked.
Yeah, exactly. And we won the game, man. And Michael, appreciate the call, man. Appreciate the call. All right, we're going to get to the contest and then wrap, man. I see there's a lot of people still on the line. We'll be back Wednesday night. Call in Wednesday night for sure. We definitely want to hear from as many people as we can. We just got to keep the show rolling. We got to keep the show rolling and ultimately cut at some point, man. But I think we got our points across, man. It was a solid victory tonight. We're happy to get off the goose egg, Jay Ellis, and just get a W in the win column, man. We had over 1,400 people joined us on KnicksFanTV alone. That's just YouTube alone. So Twitter, I'm sure Twitter was rocking. I'm sure Facebook was rocking. I'm sure Twitch was rocking. So make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. But before you go, somebody is going to walk away a winner. Because the Knicks win, you win. We all win.
Yep.
All right. So this is it, man. Last chance to get it in. We have 134 entries, JLs. 134 entries, man. Someone wants to go home a winner. Okay, here we go. We are going to go to our contest website. All right. Johnny Hidalgo right now is the last. Oh, Marcus Bellamy just got his name in the nick of time, JL. Let's get it.
Hey.
All right. That's it, man. No more entries. Marcus was the closer. Okay. So here we go. We got all the names in here.
Yep.
All right. My guy Anthony from AC wants to know how he gets in. All right, Anthony. I'll put you in here, man, because you are a good caller and you've been watching. All right, that's it, man. That's it. No more. We're going to go with it. And the winner of the contest is Brian Goldenbloom.
Okay.
Brian Goldenbloom, congratulations. You just won a Knicks snapback.
All right.
To celebrate the Knicks winning their first game of the season. And congratulations to Brian Goldenbloom. So, Dave, just mark that name in the tracker and reach out to Brian so he can get his address, and we'll send him the snapback. To everybody else, appreciate you guys playing. There will be more contests. There will be more chances to win. Continue to tune in to KnicksFanTV, the Nick of Time show. Post-game live, number one show for the fans, by the fans. What's up, JLs?
Oh, close out?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Salute Knicks Nation. So listen, Nick of Time show will be dropping tomorrow on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, all those places you can listen to podcasts. And make sure you listen to the Nick of Time show tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern. Definitely check that out. We are back. It's me, it's Ryan, the Edson, it's Cappy, full band is back. So thank you for guys who rock with the good show. And also we will be back. Nick of Time show will be on YouTube probably Wednesday, all things going well. So definitely check that out as well. And also check out our blog at thenickoftimeshow.com. And also, you're looking for writers too. If you want to write, hit me up. See if you're a good fit for nickoftimeshow.com. We also sell our merch there as well. You see this Mitch t-shirt behind me. Also have some RJ merch. And Scott Perry Ninja P merch is out now as well. So definitely check that out. That is all. Back to you, CP.
Yes, sir, Bane. And great show again, Jay Ellis. And salute to everybody out there that watch, man. Over 1,400 people. We broke the internet tonight off of a Knicks versus Bulls win. Come on, man. Number one show for the fans, by the fans, in all of NBA, man. Salute to everybody that's been supporting us. No doubt about it. We had a great show. Thanks to all the callers. If you guys didn't get in, get in on Wednesday. Make sure you guys got to call in early. Knicks win 105-98. Remember, this show is in audio podcast format. Spotify, iTunes, Google Play. In the description of this video, all of the links are there, all the relevant links. Salute to everybody that sent us a super chat. The support is much needed and much appreciated. All of the super chat, all of that comes right back into the show so that we can upgrade equipment, do greater things, bring better content to the fans. So This is a grassroots movement. This is a for us, by us movement, and we need you guys, the fans, to support us. Listen, you're not getting this on ESPN. You're not getting this on the home networks. We're bringing this to you directly for the fans, by the fans, and so we need your support. Any support, whether it's buying merch, whether it's donating super chats, we have PayPal and Cash App links are below. It all comes back and it all helps us grow. So thanks for being a part of it. JL's a salute to some people before we get out of here. Coach Cheese, Jimmy UCLA, AO Pal, all the mods, Above the Rim, TM Dave, Shells Heavy, Finley Herod from London, England. Peace and cheers to Finley. Go ahead, JL's.
Saint Seek, they call me Tack, Christian Smith, Paul Loman, Wilson RCM, Sound Supreme DJ. Shout out to you guys, man. Christian Smith, Stephen Perez, anybody else? LIB Drock, Young Simba, Alex Collins holding me down as always. Kendall Baquero,
Dr. Carpy, Staffadan. Go ahead, JL's.
Amanda Baez, Brooklyn Charlie.
Yes, sir.
And Bob Marley's here.
Hey, bless up, Bob, man. We miss you, man. We miss you every day, man.
Ghost of Bob and
even the Ghost of Bob coming to see us tonight, JL. Come on, man. That's what's up, man. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. JL's get some sleep, drink some NyQuil or something, man. Jason Nieves, we see you, man. We out of here. Peace.